Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 18 July 2016. Coming to you with another sort of show and tell video. Part of the collection of my subscriber and sharpening customer Tommy. A pretty cool collector. He's got a diverse and very discerning taste in knives. And I'm going to show you a couple knives from the same custom maker. The Shirogorov brothers from Russia. These are two of their offerings, and they kind of really show a metamorphosis in the design and manufacture of the Shirogorov product. Let's talk about the first one first. This is the Tabargan. I guess that's how you say it. An axis lock of nebulous license is used on the Tabargan, and they were crafted in 440C stainless steel. So it's kind of interesting. The Shirogorov brothers had a great design eye, a superb ergonomically built handle, a luscious drop point blade with lots of belly, full flat ground, very broad blade that gets us nice gradual primary bevel angle down to a super skinny dimension behind the edge. This envelope, this package, really begged for more up-to-date construction materials. So Shirogorov persevered. Let's see. Got an axis lock knife with pretty good centering. A slick operating axis lock. Now, I did not sharpen either of these, nor am I going to. These are collection pieces for Tommy, and it's kind of hard for me to tell, you know, with a little tuning. Would this be Benchmade free and Benchmade smooth? I bet it would. It's on relatively large phosphor bronze washers. And the machining and grinding looks to be very precise. Zero play in any direction. I would think, you know, clean and lubricate, maybe polish washers, and you'd have a really sweet axis lock mechanism. The handle scales are G10 and almost cold steel like G10 with a pocket clip that is an absolute murderer. This is completely a form over function pocket clip. It is machined out of billet titanium, although it looks like flat stock. It's got some stuff going on some nice standoffs, but it has a ton of tension. The G10 is super aggressive. If you get this in your pocket, it'll be the last time you ever wear those pants to church. Because when you take it out, the pocket material is coming with it. But beautiful detail on this knife. I believe the liners are titanium. It's a 4-inch blade with something over a 5-inch handle, and I'm saying this knife weighs scarcely over 4 ounces. Should we try it? I think we should. Hold on. Hold on just a minute, guys. The scale's a little dusty. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna say 4.4. Oh boy, was I wrong. 5.7. Let's see. I don't think that 1/10 of an ounce made the difference. Okay, 5.6. Not bad for as big as it is, though. It handles, certainly, like a knife that weighs less, obviously, if I thought it weighed 4.4 ounces. Let's see why. Oh, there's why. Perfect balance point. I think the Tabargan was kind of one of the initial offerings from Shirogorov, And a pretty credible offering at that, although it's a little thick in handle. Gosh, that's got to be close to 3/4 of an inch. Let's see if my guess is a little better on the handle thickness. Okay, I'm gonna say it's 3/4 of an inch thick. Let's see. No, guess not. 5/8. It sure looks thicker than that, doesn't it? So, you know, it's a knife that showed great promise. All the hardware is just beautifully made. Funky little proprietary screws that, you know, with the right screwdriver can be manipulated without damaging. Look at that construction. Nice, precise through pins with female threads, sandwiched hourglass standoffs. Great construction. It just kind of begged for the next stage, though, didn't it? Oh, I got to show you this, and some things never change. The back side of the pivot is emblazoned with the Shirogorov logo. It's a sticker. You know, some things that the Russians do are just head shakers. It's a sticker. It's not, you know, it's not like one of those raised silicone kind of stickers where the logo is underneath some clear dome of soft material. It's just a sticker. Just a sticker. That's all it is. Okay, so that was that. I don't know when these were made. Maybe what? 2008 or 9 maybe. You guys know more about these than I do, some of you. I'm not a Shirogorov owner, and I don't think I've sharpened but more than about 1 or 2 of them in a couple clones. So fast forward a few years, we get into the teens. I think about 2014 for these. This is the T95. I saw a picture of one of these laying over the top of a chainsaw chain, and then the design on the handles kind of made sense. Brutish industrial cutter, okay? And this is more of the, you know, the standard modern knife. And Shirogorov is responsible for some pretty cool innovations. Got that not quite 3 o'clock, but, you know, let's call it 3:30 lockup with a steel insert and a very interesting method for controlling lock bar travel. Let's see if we can focus. See the step in the lock bar? Much like a Benchmade 761. Nebulous design. See how early that lockup is? Crazy early. Even with a steel insert, they do just have a little bit of stick. See if you can hear that. But a nice detent without being overbearing, which I like. You can kind of flip it no matter how much, you know, you can bear down on the lock bar. Knife still opens. Are you watching that, Zero Tolerance? Rick Ender, are you watching? If you've ever seen pictures of the inside of a Shirogorov frame lock, you can see that they innovate on their bearing systems too. You know, it's just not a silicone or urethane ring of 7 or 8 ball bearings. They've got weird little helical shapes milled out in their races with, you know, like 3 bearings per slot going around, like, you know, 10 rows of 3 ball bearings. They've even got some double row cylindrical thrust bearing systems. I'm not sure what this knife is running, but it's definitely smoother than most of the ball bearing flippers I see. And again, there's a difference between free and smooth. This is smooth. You don't get the sensation as you run this knife through its arc that you're feeling ball bearings rolling around on a bead blasted titanium surface or even a milled titanium surface. You just feel smooth. That's pretty neat. The machining, kind of what you've come to expect. I sort of credit Shirogorov knives for the success of Custom Knife Factory. The Shirogorov product line really opened our eyes to Russian designers, and then subsequent partnerships with Chinese manufacturers have brought designs like this by other people from Russia down from the four-figure range into something that's sort of affordable and still with some of this same Russian knife vibe. The T95 and the Hadi, probably the most successful models for Shirogorov. This is just a handsome knife, and it carries through a lot of the same design elements as the Tabargan had. You know what, this fat handle feels great in my hand. Take up your whole pocket, but it feels great in the hand. Better than this one. Notice how unobtrusive the flipper is. It stays out of your way. Just a really, really well-designed knife. They got just a little, again, you know, a knife with a ton of real estate. 3 7/8 inch long blade. Cutting edge that goes back under the handle. No need for it to do that, by the way. What are you going to cut right here? You're just going to run your handle into it and get it all messy. No reason for that choil to be that short. They are very much a challenge to sharpen unless you widen that out a little bit once you get down to the base. There's just no reason for that to be that tight. This is an M390 bladed T95. This is interesting. Look, we finally got the Shirogorov logo milled into the titanium, but we stuck the same cheesy sticker on the back side of the pivot. Head shakers, those Russians. This is interesting too. Excellent jimping on the spine of the blade. You can almost reach it. Boy, you sure could reach it if you could come up here, but no. But a very cool knife, and man, are they expensive. I'm not sure they merit the price, but they are customs and they are rare. Centering's a little off. I think we had a little side play in this knife. Just the faintest hint. I think if there wasn't a sticker there, you could probably put a screwdriver in that fastener and tighten that up a little bit. I don't get the sticker. Interesting blades though, and they are learning. These Shirogorov brothers are students of their craft. They are learning and getting better and better all the time. Cool stuff. Just thought you'd like to see these while they're here. I'm getting ready to box these up and ship them out. Got one more of these show and tell videos coming your way, so stay tuned. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, the word is sharp.